2 p.m., we've got the Wait a Minute show right here on WSME. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. But once again, the big story from last night. The San Antonio Spurs might just need to go ahead and just forfeit. Yeah, they probably need to just go ahead and quit because I don't think their heart's in it. I don't think their heart's in it anymore. Yeah, the Warriors destroy the San Antonio Spurs last night, 136-100 in the Western Conference Finals. And here's the thing about it. I mentioned it a couple seconds ago. Kind of reminiscent of what you saw in Game 7 with the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs, where they got destroyed by 30-plus points or whatever it was, the blowout game that was. And I was about to say that this is worse than what I saw the other night, but I back up from that because they were on the road. So still, the Houston lost to San Antonio Game 7 in the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference semifinals was still worse. But last night was pretty damn bad, if I must say so myself. And here's the thing about it. I haven't heard anybody mention this. I think that what Greg Popovich attempted to do when he just threw Zaza Pachulia under the bus, which rightfully so, I agree with him 100%. I think that it was a dirty play. We talked about that ad nauseum yesterday. I think what he intended the response to be from his team actually went the opposite direction. I think that when he went off about Zaza and how dirty of a play that was against Kawhi Leonard, I think that his intention was for his team to kind of come together and rally amongst each other and, play a spirited and give out a spirited effort in Game 2. I think it actually had the opposite effect. And when I say that, what I mean is Popovich never usually goes ham like that. He's never emotional in that type of way and talking about a player or something on the floor. Always very reserved and aloof whenever he does the damn interviews. He always gives you these one-word answers. And outside of politics he's very outspoken, which I'm a fan of. Outside of politics, when he's talking about basketball to the press, he never goes on the way that he went on about the Kawhi Leonard Zaza Pachulia play. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I think what happened subconsciously to his team when they heard that, it was like, damn, Pop is going off about this Zaza and Kawhi Leonard thing. If we don't have Kawhi Leonard the way that Pop sounds, we don't have a chance in hell, I guess. Now follow me on this. Follow me on this. Yeah, I've never seen Pop act in that manner before. This must be bad. We must not have a chance to win any of these games, which is probably true to a degree. If we don't have Kawhi Leonard the way Pop is acting, we must not have a chance in hell to win this series. And whether it's conscious, probably not conscious, but subconsciously, I think that they've already told themselves without Kawhi Leonard in the lineup, which is crazy because they were up by 26 points in Game 1. I think they've told themselves that if Kawhi is not on this floor, that we don't have a chance, so we just might as well forfeit. You see where I'm going with that? Agree, disagree, or whatever? Because last night, man, it looks like they didn't even try. For a huge portion of that game, they didn't even try. Not only that, Golden State is a fantastic team. I mean, there's no denying that. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. There's no denying that at all. They're a phenomenal team. They just got too much. That's the phrase I continue to use in talking about this team. They just got too much. So when you talk about 3, 4 of the top 10 players in basketball, or 15 players in basketball, keeping in or counting in Draymond Green, when you talk about Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant, it's going to be tough from the very beginning. But then psychologically, when you're out of it, the result is what happened last night, which was absolutely pathetic. If today was Monday, I'd give him 2 thumbs down. I'd give him a Buster Award. You suck. Last night. They sucked last night. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Game 3 when Kawhi Leonard does come back. But now that they're down 2-0, I mean, even the chances and the hopes that, they could make this series competitive are probably out of the window. Let's just be honest about that. They're probably out of the window. This team is too talented, talking about Golden State. San Antonio, with the loss of Tony Parker as well, when you mix that into the equation, Golden State has home court advantage. It's going to be too tough. That's going to be too tough. I want to see what types of fight that they have, because I'm sure they're going to get their asses reamed out in practice and film study over the next couple of days. Kawhi Leonard will probably be back in Game 3. I think they kind of made it seem like that he could have played last night, but he would have been hampered, and he would have been risking further injury. So he'll probably be back in Game 3. But I got to be honest with you, man. This might get worse before it gets better. You listen to the Doug Stewart Show, because last night they laid down like dogs once again. They did. They just laid down, man, and it was actually pathetic. You're talking about the Western Conference Finals. One guy is so necessary for that team and their success. And the way it looks now, and talking about Kawhi Leonard, that is crazy, man. Because remember, it was like somebody hit a light switch. Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs on the road were dominating the Golden State Warriors, which most people that watch basketball thought was just going to, roll to the NBA Finals this year. They were up by 26 points. And the minute that Kawhi Leonard went out, the whole entire game, the mood, everything just changed, like somebody hit a light switch once again. So very interesting, man. Very interesting. And I don't know if, once again, your pros and Greg Popovich, based on his resume and his record and his history as the coach at the San Antonio Spurs, have been, and has been a fantastic coach. But, man, it's going to take a lot. Momentum is a Mickey-Ficky. The psychology of sports is crazy. And psychology-wise, man, I just think San Antonio just feels like that they don't have much to play for. They might as well go ahead and forfeit the damn series. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll break down the game when we get back from the break. We'll talk about Game 2 last night, Spurs and Warriors once again. We'll also today preview the Celtics and the Cavs, Game 1. And get into the NBA draft lottery. A lot of y'all act like y'all was just drinking a margarita or something. You just inhaled a lot of salt. You drank a lot of salt just now. You're so mad. Your face so angry because the Lakers got the number 2 pick. Right. It looked like you just had a salt sandwich. You're so bitter because the Lakers get the number 2 pick in the draft. We get to keep our pick. Yeah. And I know, once again, a lot of y'all look like y'all be eating salt sandwiches. I know a lot of y'all are mad. You got the little ugly face or whatever. Oh, damn, the NBA fixed the NBA draft lottery for the Lakers. They're going to get Lonzo Ball. They're going to dominate for the next 15 years. I know. But it is what it is. Man up, knuckle. Stop crying. So we're going to talk about the NBA draft lottery. By the way, I hate the NBA draft lottery. I think it's stupid. And I've talked about this before, but just for the record, I hate the NBA draft lottery. Makes no sense to me at all. A lot of times it doesn't work out like it did last night, the way it should have worked out last night, where teams that needed high picks actually got them. It kind of worked out differently for Boston, but that was because they had a trade. But I hate the draft lottery. It was ridiculous to me, man. I hate it. But last night, it worked out for my team. Once again, Atlanta Hawks talk today as well. And Aaron Hernandez, a little NFL talk today on the show. Don't forget, today we are asking trivia questions. What you know about sports trivia? Huh? So your trivia questions, once again, are the top 3 sports and boxing, as well as a little entertainment if you want to answer an entertainment question. We got all that today for you. Call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. But if you call the show, I need you to have like a hot sports opinion. All right, so give me a hot sports opinion first, and then we'll ask you the trivia question. You don't get no trivia question unless you have a hot sports opinion. Yeah. Hey, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, birthdays, entertainment talk. That's always fun. And hour number 3, we call it the Power Hour. Even though we read chat messages all throughout the show, the first 2 hours from the Stewies, hour number 3, we really focus on the chat and the Stewies and the Stewettes. So it's going down today, man. Fun, 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 fun. Oh, I went to a local water hole, a local bar establishment, watching the NBA draft lottery last night, man. When I tell you, when they started at the very end, what did they start with? Like the 20th pick or whatever, and they counted their way down. Every time they revealed one of those big-ass cardboard, logos of a team, I was like, yes, 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 yes. We got the 4. Yes, yes. And when we got the 3 and it wasn't the Lakers, I was like, yeah! Yeah! Oh, man. It really was like we hit the lottery last night. So great stuff. We'll get into that later today. When we get back, man, let's talk a little bit more about the game last night. Want to get your thoughts on it. Game 2, Western Conference Finals, Spurs and Golden State Warriors. A lot to get into today. It's Woman Wednesday. Ladies music today. Ladies call in. They get on first. Lady profile picks. It's all about you, ladies. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
Yeah. Swear she looks Fiona Apple circa 96 with pale ocean eyes and pink powder lips, and she could bring me to my knees like in worship, like a goddess, but she's not one. She's a rush of blood to the head and a guilty conscience. I shouldn't think of you the way I do, like all the things that I would do to you. Shit, I should be ashamed. What would my mother think? Or all my sisters and my aunties if they knew what Blondie had me craving? This is not a love song. How could this ever be a love song? There is no love, there's only animal impulse. So when I see her, when she's near me, I'm a champion, a motherfucking paladin. The way I win the fight to not pursue it, I've got my reasons. She's got me taming a hunger I've never known. The way it bubbles just beneath when I attempt to keep composed. You can almost see the beauty in how pure it is, but there ain't nothing pure about what I would do with it. I'm talking running my hands up that blouse, and bite marks is all in your neck and bending your pretty ass over that table and ripping them pennies off. The pennies wet, I probably belong in that. I can make my home in that. I'll stop there.
We've been planning this thing, and you've been giving away. I know I like to chase, but that's something I must say to you. No more running from this. I wanna be out in your midst. Tomorrow's not promised, so won't you come get on this? You should let me be right now.
Yeah, we closer than most, so let me just paint you this picture. Cause I've been